Hey guys, it's your girl Mara. Welcome to Life with Raya. Missing someone. Me and my sister is going to explain our parts on how we discovered that Fancy, which is the second bearded dragon that we had, passed away. She passed away like a month ago.
Not a month ago. What's wrong with you?
It was like a month. It was in April or March.
I know. Shut up.
All I'm saying was it. I will be doing a story time on how one of the bearded dragons passed away. Can y'all respect that I'm doing a video? So before we get into the video, go ahead and subscribe, comment down below, like this video, and turn post notifications on, please. And I'm welcoming a guest right here. Here is the one that is still alive to this day. By the way, I am recording this video on May 28th, so you might get this video on probably May 31st or... So my parents are in there playing music, but I'm really trying to talk as loud as possible. But I feel like if I talk loud, then everybody's gonna know. Can you shut up, birds? But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna try to make this story time quick, but I'm just trying to give you guys a story time because I know you guys love my story times. The lizard that I'm going to be talking about in this video died like 2 months ago. Rip Fancy. Her name is Fancy. Her name is Tater Tot. And oh, by the way, excuse me. I know I look kind of ghetto, but I had to come outside and do this video because I cannot hear in the house, and I'm super sorry. Okay, because I listen to music. We had just got this lizard like maybe 2 or 3 months before it passed away. So it was like, how is it going to pass away on us? And we just got this lizard. So when we got this lizard, we thought it was fine. I also have some pictures and some videos I could like put in this video for like, so you guys can like see them. So she is way bigger from in the pictures. So it's like, we had got Tater Tot like 2 or 3 months before she died. So when we first got her, she was like, she ate, but like she didn't eat at all. Like she would eat sometimes, and then she would let this one, y'all, for some reason she never focused. Like she was eating a lot more than Fancy. Like she would eat all the food from Fancy and everything. So it was like, why would you do that at the end of the day? But yeah, she did. Like Tater Tot was eating way more than Fancy, so that was one of the red flags. Like she would barely move, but like she'll always be on top of her, or either she'll be on top of her, Fancy, or she'll be on top of Fancy. That's another red flag, because first of all they were fighting, and that's another red flag, bro. That was the background story. So moving on to the real part of the story. I've had her for like, I think this is like the second month. We started noticing that she wasn't growing. She wasn't getting fat. We get hopeful that she's like about to start getting healthy. She'll just not get healthy. And I'm like, you is over here eating and stuff, barely, but you still eating, but you're not healthy still. One day, my sister says she was in the room with like both of the bearded dragons slept in the room with my parents, and she still sleeps in the room with my parents, but I'm just saying both of them slept in the room with their parents before Fancy died. They both slept in the room with my parents in a secure, breathable fish tank that was provided from the local pet store to the bearded dragons. So they told us that that was good for them for now, but we will have to switch the tanks in about 2 weeks, which we didn't do to this day because she's not even as big as they said she was going to be in that amount of time. So I feel like she's like moving, you guys. So I'm like, yeah, because I like feel like she's moving. So look at her. So after that, you guys, we basically discovered that she wasn't eating or anything. So we was I'm just over here screaming because I'm just trying to talk over the noise in there, even though that I know this video is going to be skipping a lot. Well, not skipping a lot, but like most of the parts in this video are going to be cut out because I don't want to get copyrighted, and this is just ghetto. It just seems ghetto, okay? I'm out here with a bonded, freaking music playing. You can freaking hear it on the porch in my video. One day my sister was doing a video on my mama's phone, and she was like basically just doing a gymnastics video on my mama's phone. It was normal for her to be doing this on a normal day, like in my mama's room, basically just doing flips and stuff, recording it. Being a little girl that she is, she's also grown, but being a little girl that she is, she was doing a video, she was recording herself and just like trying to see how she looked when she do the flips so she don't look crazy, and trying to see if she do them right and stuff, so she like she could retry and stuff. Yeah, she was basically just recording herself having a nice day or whatever. So she just decided to take the to look at the lizards. I wish she was here. She's actually in the backyard right now, but she said she doesn't want to be in the video. I'm just going to say this part for her. I'm just going to explain to her what I'm just going to explain to you guys what she told me. Look at her. It's okay. What are you moving for? You looked over there at the bearded dragon, and she didn't feel that. I mean, she felt like the bearded dragon wasn't breathing. Get off of me. She looked at Fancy, and she looked like she wasn't breathing. So what she did was open the cage, like picked her up, tried to pick her up, and she basically was just stale. Like, she was stale. Like, if you ever had a bearded dragon, any reptile, you know that when they pass, they're like hard. They're like crusty. They're shedding skin really hard. Yeah, that's how she was. And then she put her back, and then she came and got me and was like, she's dead. And so she came to get me. Y'all, it's all kinds of flies out here, y'all. I'm about to go in the house as soon as this video is over. I just feel disgusted. I'm gonna take a shower. So she came to get me, and she was basically just like, she's dead. Like she passed. Like, it's no more of Fancy. Like, it's no more. I'm sorry, but she making me itch, y'all. Her skin is making me itch. So basically, like, she's deceased. Like, she is no longer here. Like, she's not breathing. She's not moving. Like, I done tapped her, and like she's not moving and all that extra, like basically explaining to me that she's not alive because she felt that she wasn't alive, and also that she had took out the cage and felt that she wasn't alive. We had actually had a scare before, so it wasn't like we thought that she was gonna breathe, because these bearded dragons right here, they do a thing where they act like they're not breathing. So like, but when you like open the cage, they'll start breathing again because they're like, oh god, like someone's beside me. That's how they act. So we was like, she's sitting on my leg, you guys. She's sitting on my leg. But yeah, so we opened the cage. She still wasn't moving. Like, I was like, what in the world? Because she had a scare before, and like they do these things where they act like they can't breathe. This was a different type of situation. Like, we knew that she was deceased because she wasn't even moving when we pulled the thing, like when we pulled the dot, she wasn't even moving. So I was like, oh my god, like she really. So I went and told my mama that she wasn't breathing, and my mama at that time was on the phone with my dad. So she told my dad, and my dad was like, well, just go ahead and take her out of the cage and put her in a plastic bag, and just take her out of the cage and put her in a plastic bag. Let it be from there. This is the end of the video, and that's just what happened with the bearded dragon. So I wasn't like hesitant to like pick them up, but I did at some point start picking Tater Tot up, and I'm super glad that I did, because now I share a bond with her. Like, she doesn't like, you can tell that when they're like not comfortable. You can tell when they're not comfortable with you because they'll like open their mouth. Like, when you do this, like they'll open their mouth, but she doesn't do that anymore, which I'm super happy about. So yeah, you guys, see you guys in my next video. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn notifications on, like this video, and comment. And I'll see you guys in my next video.